Serbs and Americans have a long history of relations. The first Serbian to come to America was Đorđe Šarlić in 1814, so more than 200 years ago. Then, more than 100 years ago, the Serbian flag was the first to fly over the White House at the order of 28th American President Woodrow Wilson, honoring Serbian people, its stoicism, heroism, and victimhood in World War I. On the day when Austro-Hungarian Empire was shelling Belgrade from the fleet of the river monitor Bodrug. So on that very day, the World War I started on July 28, 1914, and 4 years later, the great President Woodrow Wilson has ordered that the Serbian flag should fly over the White House as the first flag out of a total of 2 that ever flew over the White House. Today, at this expert conference, we are going to hear many family stories of special ties between Serbs and Americans, starting with the family of Nikola Tesla, the descendant Mr. Lazar Kusanović, then descendants of Slavko and Mabel Dunlop Grujić. Mabel Dunlop, who was a great humanitarian in World War I and the wife of one of the most prominent Serbian diplomats, Slavko Grujić, who served also in Washington, and who were very close friends with Theodore Roosevelt and Woodrow Wilson, great American presidents. Then, today, the descendant of Mikhailo Pupin was there to give a greeting to this very important jubilee, as well as the descendants of Field Marshal Stepa Stepanović, Milunka Savić, and also all the participants who are actually giving their modest contribution to the jubilee of not only 140 years of diplomatic relations, but also to more than 100 years of Allied ties in World War I, 80 years of Allied ties in World War II. So Serbs and Americans were all the time on the same side of the history, except for the discontinuity in the 90s. When we speak about this important topic, it is very important to take a look at the very beginning of the diplomatic relations. For example, on February the 1st, 1881, American representative in Vienna, John Casson, has informed his Serbian colleague in Vienna, Filip Hristić, that the American government had accepted with great pleasure, as the expression of friendly feelings of the Serbian government, its wish that there would be the representative of the United States in Belgrade. At the same year, on February 14th, Čedomir Mijatović, the Minister on Foreign Affairs of Serbia, had signed the trade agreement with American representative from Bucharest, Eugene Schuyler. So it all started in 1881 in the diplomatic relations. But it is very important to remember that special ties, which actually are summarized in the words said by the American Secretary of the State, Mr. Robert Lansing, at the time of 28th President of the United States. When the history of the World War I is written, the most glorious chapter of such a history will have the title Serbia. The Serbian army performed great feats of bravery and the Serbian people suffered unspeakable torments. Such devotion and perseverance cannot be unnoticed, they must be rewarded. So, Serbian people will never forget 28th President of the United States, since he was the one who commemorated the very important July 28th by declaring it a Serbian day in Washington, D.C., on the day when 52.8 million people shelled Serbia, a population of 4.5 million people. So at that point, Austro-Hungarian Empire was 10 times and more bigger than Serbian people, who were exhausted by the First and the Second Balkan War and definitely were not seeking another war. So the total number of victims of the World War I amounted to 16 million people. Great Britain sacrificed 5.1% of its population, France 10.5%, Russia 1.2%, United States 0.2%, Germany 9.8%, and Austro-Hungary 9.5%. Relative to its population, Serbia experienced a demographic disaster. 1,247,453 killed. 28% of the total population was wiped out, with 52% of the reproductive male population and 63% of its troops perishing, a tragedy from which the nation never recovered. A demographic catastrophe. The Serbian people have, from World War I and World War II, 572 military memorials in more than 40 countries worldwide. By marking the centennial of World War I together with other countries of the world, Serbia was able to participate in the commemorations and events which are for remembrance. So Serbia remembers, among others, the Vice Admiral Gepret, who was fondly referred to as Serbian mother by Serbian soldiers, as well as the great Woodrow Wilson, who ordered that the Serbian flag be raised over the White House, and at all public buildings in the nation's capital on July 28, as well as Archibald Rice, who is not forgotten as he has endowed his heart to continue to beat for the Serbian people. There are frequent attempts at changing historiographic facts for the purpose of daily politics by altering the approach to their relativization through a kind of discourse, creating an illusion that there is more than one truth. Unfortunately, political interests render senseless the scientific methodology used in researching phenomena and processes in international relations. But historical facts are very important, and with the historical distance which provides objectivity in the perception of phenomena, the daily politics or revisionism picture fails in the face of factography. In conclusion, in this jubilee year, the most important is to remember the words of Woodrow Wilson, who wrote in his message of congratulations to Nikola Pašić in 1918, saying the following: "I am sure that justice to Serbia stands at the very top of any notion of justice in the thoughts of every thinking and patriotic man in the United States." Therefore, the book of Ambassador Nikšić is to cherish the remembrance of Serbs and Americans, friends and allies, to remember and to have as a beacon, an instructive guideline, not to forget what were Serbs to Americans and what are Americans to the Serbs, except for the discontinuity in the 90s. It is more than just a book, as it has a mission to remind of the heritage and traditional ally ties between Serbia and America, as well as of the heritage left by Mikhailo Pupin, the greatest Serbian lobbyist of all times and great American President Woodrow Wilson, which is the Serbian Day in Washington, D.C., when the Serbian flag flew over the White House, which will be written in golden letters in the history of our peoples forever, as well as the ambassadors, the diplomats who started the diplomatic relations, such as John Kasson, Filip Hristić, John Skylar, Čedomir Mijatović, and many who followed after this important establishment of the diplomatic relations.